Did your mother tell you? This is going to be a conversation for women and for men, mostly for women. We're going to talk about the woman cave for a moment here. I did a TikTok about a year ago on the subject, and I've gotten a lot of questions and a lot of comments. So I think it's time to bring it back to the table for the new ones that haven't seen this. Okay, this is called "Did Your Mother Tell You?" About the woman cave. If it's itching, smelling, stuff like that, that's what we're here to talk about. What qualifies me to have this conversation? I've been teaching infectious control for over 25 years, skin disease and disorders, all right? But I had to write little notes here, so I'm ADD and hyperactive, a squirrel goes by, and this is my train of thought, so stay with me. All right, bacteria versus yeast, they are two different things. So some people will have bacteria infections in the woman cave, some will have a yeast infection in the woman's cave. The problem is that women aren't getting tested, so they don't really know which one they have, and they're gonna go get something for a yeast infection, but it's bacterial and it keeps festering, so they're not getting any help. Yeast is different than bacteria. Yeast likes skin on skin contact. So like your armpit area, the woman cave's closed up, your butt cheeks, places where skin and skin is touching. Bacteria, and this is where they're kind of the same. Bacteria and yeast have in common is they both like the 3Ds, dirty, dark, and damp, okay? I'm not saying it's dirty. We're all clean. I'm just saying that, bacteria thinks it's dirty, okay? So with that being said, so that's the difference between the two. My second point to bring up is that both of them, yeast infections, let's go with more so here, can be seasonal. And that sounds kind of crazy, right? But come summer, we are wearing bathing suits, biker shorts, we're going in and out of the pool. All of a sudden, there's a spike. As your gynecologist, there's a spike every summer because of the fact that we're doing these things. You wear a bathing suit and you get out of the pool, you're sitting there chilling, have a few cocktails, and you're not changing your suit off right away. All of a sudden, now you've got the dirty, dark, damp. You've got that damp is happening. It's going to start to breed. Okay. The other season is winter. Winter has a problem too because it'll like tee off, everything be good. Come winter, and I have to watch the clock here. Come winter, all of a sudden you are bundling up, you're like triple layering your clothes to stay warm, and all of a sudden it has nowhere to breathe. So we got the DDD happening all over again, and it starts to fester. So you're like, oh my God, I got it under control during the fall, and now since kicking back in, a lot of it has to do with the clothing that we're wearing. The other thing you need to consider is the panties you're wearing. And you guys don't beat me up for this because I know people hate it. Nobody wants to wear freaking granny panties that are cotton with a nice little cloth in there, okay? Y'all want to wear these tight little thongs that go up your booty and have these cute little strings on there. But here's the problem. They don't breathe, okay? Anything besides cotton does not breathe. Silk panties, all the cute ones, they don't breathe. We need to breathe down there. The woman cave needs fresh air, okay? The other thing about that on that subject is nighttime. Ladies, you need to air it out. You need some ventilation down there, okay? Now, if you can't sleep naked, do not sleep with panties. Wear some really loose, like men's boxer shorts, something like that. Put them on just so you get some ventilation down there because you need time for it to air out. Let's see. Soap. Okay, the soaps you use, the douches you use, all that stuff's horrible. Do you know if you talk to a gynecologist, you're not even supposed to use any soap near the woman cave, any of that area at all? I know. You're like, what? I use the dial sensitive stuff. So what you're saying, you're not supposed to put any soap there at all. You can lather up your body. It's going to run down, do what it needs to, but do not scrub that area with a soap. All right? That causes another problem. It starts to break down our natural bacteria that can fight things. Men can mess you up because, and like it's not like yeast infections and bacteria infections are not sexually transmitted. Yeast infection anyways from man to a woman, but how they can mess with you is if a man is trying to like lather up his man cave rod. I recommend how to use this to get kicked off here. If his rod is being washed in like this really nice smelly things, he's cleaning that area with that, and he comes in contact with you, that soap is going to break down your natural barriers and then cause you to have a yeast or bladder. Just stay with me. A yeast or a bacterial infection. All right, took care of the soap. Took care of the nighttime and lubrication. Okay, if you are using a lubricant that isn't like a water-based lubricant, if you're using something that has like smelly stuff, tingling sensation, that can cause you a problem. You want just water-based lubricants. If you have it's like every time after you have like a party at the woman cave and all of a sudden you feel irritated, right? Part of that could be because you might have a problem with the latex. Go with a non-latex party tool. Took care of that one. off my list. What am I missing? Men soap, men soap. I think we already talked about that. No douching, no soap, like nothing like that. I think I got it all covered. May you all have a wonderful, sweet smelling cave after this.